Currently, Valorant's main draw is competitive, climbing up the many ranks and trying to reach the leaderboard, and eventually Radiant. However, this leads to a problem. When ranks get stale, other content is needed, which currently Valorant has little of. So here are 6 things that could lift Valorant into a new level. Currently, the only way to do VCT Pickems is on VLR. This has some cool stats, however, is only there for bragging rights. Something Counter-Strike and Dota does well is their in-game Pickems system for the majors and TI. Now of course, this is a paid thing. For example, in Counter-Strike, you have to buy a pass. And there's a part of the hobby that feeds into this with souvenir cases. So for Valorant, something like this would work a little differently. An in-game Pickem system for Valorant would be great, because you could see how you're doing against your friends a lot easier. And you could have rewards, such as buddies, cards, and titles, for the amount of correct picks you get, and how well you do against your friends, something that a VLR system couldn't do. There's already an esports tab, so this could be implemented into this. This is something that is already in the works and should be coming next year, but it's important to note how well it will be implemented. In my opinion, it should be a permanent store in the esports tab, so you can buy the team skins at any time, not a temporary time event at the start of the season. Each team skin needs to be a little different and unique, and not just change the colour of the skin based on the team colours. A great community suggestion was for the EG 2024 team skin to be gold for their win in Champions. We know this is coming, but if it's done well, this could really boost VCT and give a higher value for the franchise league. This is something the community has been asking for since the beginning of the game. At the start of this year, Anna Donlin did confirm they were working on it, but we haven't heard of any updates since. Many top games have a replay system: Counter-Strike, Overwatch, Dota, and even Riot's own League of Legends. A huge Battle Royale game such as Fortnite, which has many more players and entities than Valorant, also has a replay system that works very well. So for the game to be 3 years in and have no form of replay system is a little disappointing. If implemented well, this could really elevate Valorant content to a new level and allow for more creativity when it comes to storytelling and editing. Enhanced Ranked can mean a lot of things. For example, role queue, 1x1 agent pick, bans, and blocking certain players. Role queue, of course, comes with its flaws, as it increases queue times. However, it means that people will stop taking your roles and agents, leading to less arguments in Ranked. 1x1 picking means the same thing. However, implementing well needs to be thought out, because the last pick does not want to be forced onto smokes every time. Bans is something that will be done later on down the line, when there are a lot more agents, but it would take Ranked to another level. Blocking would allow you to miss someone who was incredibly toxic or throwing in the last game, but hasn't been banned yet. Some of these things may only be available at certain ranks, or queue amounts, but they are all things to think about if you're a Valorant developer. Sometimes when Ranked becomes a little stale, but you still want to play Valorant, you are led to very few options. Casual, which is just Ranked without stakes, Deathmatch and TDM, which is just a warm-up for Ranked, and Escalation, which after a few times gets a little bit boring. There have been other game modes that are currently not playable, such as Replication and Snowball Fight. Casual and non-casual players alike, you want something that does not resemble the normal mode with a few more steps. It's something that Valorant desperately needs to keep the game from going stale, especially now in this last act where there will not be any gameplay updates or VCT games. This leads me to my last point. Counter-Strike has its workshop, Halo has Forge, Overwatch has its map editor, and Valorant could have the same. Valorant's in-game level editor could use assets that are already in the game and allow you to change certain modifiers such as gravity, speed, and accuracy. This could allow players to create many different maps and game modes and could elevate Valorant to the next level. Whether you want to create custom game modes for you and your friends to play or create a new map layout that the devs could see, it's something that would truly change Valorant. A separate community based around custom maps and modes would be something great for Valorant. A browser where you could find community maps and levels. However, it would require moderation in order to keep it clean, and maybe an upvote and downvote system. But nonetheless, it would make Valorant not just a ranked simulator.